July 7th here. I know it's been a while. I've had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of new initiatives at work that have kept me doing some overtime, new projects I've had to work on, things like that. So I know I've not been around for a while, so I thought the best way to get back into the fray would be to do an update on my gaming collection. Now, one thing you'll notice real quick is that I was running out of room, so I had to take all my Blu-rays upstairs and put them on another shelf so I can make room for more stuff. And so we'll just take a look at what we got here real quick. Now let's see, that's the box to the South Park Stick of Truth Special Edition. You got Uncharted 3. The big box edition of Borderlands 2 is back there. There's the statue from God of War Ascension. That is a signed what's called 3D poster of Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's signed by the original actress Heather Langenkamp, who played Nancy. That's a Roddy Piper cup that Roddy Piper gave me, and you'll see more about that on another vid. That's a Bruce Lee action figure. There's Agarest War Zero for PS3. And is there anything else back there? Let's see. There's my Ratchet action figure. And back there is the boxed edition of Aliens Colonial Marines. GameStop had a sale a couple of months ago where they were selling the special edition for $10. I'd already sold Aliens Colonial Marines at the time, but I bought it to get the action figure. So there you go, $10, not too bad, even if it's a shitty game. So here's all of my PS3 games. I'm not going to bother to read all the titles off. You guys ought to be able to read them fast enough to tell what all I've got. As you can see, there are quite a lot. I've been beefing up my exclusives, my PS3 exclusives lately. So I've been buying a lot of those up. Bought a lot of the Japanese RPGs that are exclusive to PS3, like Time and Eternity and Tales of Exilia and that kind of thing. Of course, I've got Beyond Two Souls Steelbook Edition there. And I still have my autographed Call of Duty 3 that I picked dog shit up with. That's still there. And there's my Steelbook edition of God of War Ascension. And just the usual suspects. Almost this entire bottom row are PS3 exclusives. Most of my multi-plat stuff is up here. Although there are a couple of exclusives up here because I was running out of room. Like there's the Gilded Fate Paradox and some other stuff. There's Mugen Souls. And then the more PS3 stuff down here. There's the HD of Final Fantasy X and X2 and a few more. And then it gets into the PS4 stuff. So I got Second Son, Tomb Raider, Skylanders, Marvel Superheroes, Killzone Shadowfall, Knack, Assassin's Creed 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Lego the Movie, that's 8th. Rayman Legends, Lego The Hobbit, and then you start getting into the some of my PS2 stuff. Still haven't unpacked everything. This is just some of the ones that I wanted out. So you can see those, and there's my PS Vita box right there. There's the box to my Second Son Collector's Edition. There's a pair of 3D glasses for my TV. There's my Vita, and there's a Splatterhouse statue. Then you come down here, and this is my Xbox 360 stuff. So you've got Condemned, Condemned 2, and that cowboy puppet piece of shit that I haven't even played. I just bought it because it was an exclusive for the collection. So you can see I've got all the Gears of War stuff. I've got all the Halo stuff. I have all of the Fable stuff. You know, mostly all I have for it are exclusives. Not a whole lot of multi-plat, and then you start to get into some of the original Xbox stuff that I've unboxed. I've got that put back on the shelves. And then that tiny little corner that you can't even see because it's too dark are the count 'em, 3 games that I've bought for the Xbox One. And those are Rise, Dead Rising 3, which sucks, and Forza 5. So there's my whopping Xbox One collection. Then you come down here, and let's get these little Big Planet bookends out of the way. Here's my Wii collection and my GameCube collection. Again, this is not all my GameCube stuff, it's just what I've made room for. And so you've got all these Wii games, and again, most of this is not multi-plat. Most of this are exclusive titles, because that's what I collect. And then as you get closer over here, you'll start to see some of the, right there, my Wii U collection right there. And then here's a Game Boy Color right here. And here's a Game Boy Advance that had a bunch of games stacked on it, and I didn't know it. And here's a original Game Boy right here. And then there's just a few of the 3DS games. And then up here, I forgot about this, up here are some Vita games. That's not all of them, because a couple of them are loaned out right now. Tearaway's loaned out, and what's that other one? Dungeon Hunter Alliance is loaned out, and a couple other things. Then we come over here. This isn't really gaming stuff. It's just cool nerd shit. Although there's my Uncharted 3 statue. There's a big-ass Godzilla that 8th got at Monster Party 2014, along with this Godzilla knockoff. That's a Chinese knockoff. But he liked it, so I got it for him. And then you've got a couple of prints back here. This one, which you can't really see too good, is Cable and Deadpool. And the one back here, which is really cool, is Ash from Evil Dead. Chainsaw hand and boomstick and all. Then you got another Godzilla. And there you have the Tron light cycle from Tron Legacy. There's Duke Nukem Forever. There's one of the Hellgast. There's a talking Jeff Dunham terrorist doll. 8th got me that for Christmas. Here's another Godzilla. This one is signed by the original Godzilla, the first actor in the suit. He's 94 years old, and we got that last year at Monster Party 2013. It's probably the last time he's ever going to be in the States, because his health has taken a downturn since we got that done. There's my Ash action figure. And there is an empty Godzilla podium. I think that one is for his Mothra, which I'm not sure where his Mothra is right now. There's Sackboy. There's Freddy Krueger, my Freddy Krueger figure. Now you'll notice I've got a DeLorean there from Back to the Future, and I got another one there. That one's boxed because this one got damaged, so this one's just out for show, and this one's the actual collector's item, so to speak. And then here's the Enterprise from the new Star Trek movies. And then we come up here. There's God of War Ascension. There's the box from Borderlands 2. There's a lightsaber. There's the box from God of War 3 Collector's Edition, and there's the box from Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition. You come down here, there's all the Super Nintendo games that I've managed to unpack. And then you have this wall of NES games. And then there's another row of them behind all those N64 games. This is, of course, this is about, I think it's a little over 120 NES games right here. It's not everything I've got, but it's a good chunk of it. I do not have the collection that guys like Angry Video Game Nerd have, but then again, I don't have people sending me free 8-bit cartridges to review either. If I have these, it's because I've held on to them all these years, or because I've just gone out and bought the ones that I wanted. Now here's my Genesis collection, Shelf 1. These are the ones that I don't have the boxes to. And then you've got my 32X carts. There's a couple of carts for the Atari Jaguar. There's my statue from Infamous 2 Collector's Edition. There is Shit Pickle. it wasn't my idea. Eighth is a fan of AVGN, and he wanted Shit Pickle. He's got the plushie for Angry Video Game Nerd around here somewhere too, so he's got the complete set. And then we've got my Walking Dead lunchbox. Oh. Yeah.
That's right.
Right, yeah, AVGN plushie, great. Yeah, that really makes me look cool, 8, thanks. Alright, and so then we've got some more. There's a few of my Master System games, and then these are the Genesis games that I actually have the original boxes for. So a whole other shelf. All told, my Genesis collection's a little bit over 200 titles big. And then there's just a few of my Atari 2600 games that I've unpacked. Now this shelf is a little bit harder to quantify, because it's everything that's left. So I've got a few of my Saturn games that I've managed to unpack, a few of my Sega CD games. These are my Neo Geo games. I actually recently picked up a new one there, NAM 75. It's in almost new condition, short of one little marker mark on the front cover that's hardly even noticeable, and I got it for $35. Plays like brand new. Nice, nice, nice. What else have I picked up? I picked up a couple of new TurboGrafx games. There's Sonic Spike Volleyball and Alien Crush. I picked those up. And then this is a mixture of some of my PS1 stuff, like here's Legend of Dragoon, which I picked this one up at Gamers Alley. Charlotte, North Carolina, Gamers Alley in Cramerton. Go check them out. And here's some more of my PS1 stuff. I've got Metal Gear Solid, Xenogears, which my girl Sarah, she got that for me for Christmas. And Brave Fencer Musashi, Vagrant Story, Resident Evil 2. And then you get into some of my Dreamcast stuff. This isn't all of the Dreamcast stuff, but it's most of it. There's Evolution 2 and Rippin' Riders, really great snowboarding game. And yeah, I've got Shenmue and all that great stuff. And then I've got more PS1 stuff down here. Then I've got a whole bunch of Sega CD games that I don't have the cases for, just jewel boxes. Some Panasonic 3DO games that I don't have boxes for. And then some more TurboGrafx stuff. Like there's Splatterhouse, Battle Royale, Bonk's Adventure, Vigilante, Sidearms, Newtopia, Bloody Wolf! Bloody Wolf Black Bond! That's the one you were always talking about a year or so ago. Well, there it is, Bloody Wolf. Now here's some good news about TurboGrafx. If there are any of you out there that are into TurboGrafx, I finally picked up the Turbo Booster. And what the Turbo Booster does is it's an expander on the back of the TG16 that allows you to hook it up with audio-video cables instead of the old and busted RF adapter. Long story short, I finally have the equipment to be able to capture game footage for the TG16. So if any of you out there want to see some TurboGrafx games reviewed, by all means let me know in the comments. Now I got more stuff to talk about in the coming days. I want to get back into it. The community is turning to shit again. Seems to turn to shit every time I take a break from it, but what can I do? I have a life. I have a life and I like to live it, damn it! You people always napping at my heels. 7th, when you gonna make another video? 7th, we need you to make another video. I'll make videos when I got something that I want to talk about. And I got lots to talk about, but not tonight. This was just to get things started. So, there's my collection. Some of y'all wanted to see the update. There it is. And I'm done for the night. I will talk to y'all later in the week. This is 7th.